biggest problem with the ball toss is that players don't really know where it should go for certain types of serves. So there are three basic serves: flat, slice, and kick, or topspin. And there really is no such thing as a flat serve. That's just a serve that's hit with less spin. And it typically travels faster and it travels in a straighter line. But flat really doesn't exist. Maybe we'll clarify that. And later on in other videos, I'm going to show you how to hit a slice and a flat and a kick serve, and how this toss mat will help you. So in the meantime, this is very difficult to video this because the mat is big and I have to kind of do it from above, so hopefully you can see. When I go to the mat, I've got a stance here with green footprints that's for a right-handed player, and I've got two circles out in front of me here that say slice to deuce court and flat to deuce court, right? So that basically tells me where my ball toss location would land if I tossed the ball and it went straight up and down, okay? So we can just see where we are with that. I think one of the other things that this does for you is it proves to you where your toss actually is, because I've actually had like mini arguments, little funny things, but with people that they think their ball toss is in a place and it's not in the place, and I'll say, well, it's not there, right? No, it's not. No, it's not. So you stand on this thing and you toss it up, and the ball toss is 2 feet further right left than you think, or it's further forward. Rarely, usually it's too far back or too far right or too far left. So this is a really good proving ground for yourself to at a baseline for what do I need to practice so that I can really conquer this serve and use my good technique and use my good grip, and the ball toss will be in the right place for me, so I can just go ahead and swing away on a first serve and a second serve. Okay, so here I am, feet on the markers for the I'm on the deuce court, and my two areas are out here, and they're kind of overlapping because they're not very far away, the flatter serve and the slice serve. So I would want to go through my toss action and see how far I get with that, see where my ball toss lands. I use one of these so that you can see it, and so you can see spin, which we're not supposed to have. I wouldn't recommend using a colored ball, because a kid's ball, because it's too light. You should use a regular ball when you're practicing tossing. So here would be my attempt. Pretty good. That one's too close. Okay, so I get an idea, and I know for me, my errors typically is my ball's going to be too close to me this way, too close to the baseline. We'd want these serves landing out in front and to the right, since I'm a righty. And when I'm a lefty, I'm putting my feet on the orange feet, and my ball toss locations are out here to go to the ad court. And to go to the deuce court, I'm here, and my ball toss locations are also out to the right, to the left, excuse me. Okay, so I know for me, I typically tend, when I haven't been playing, to toss the ball too close into me. And that just gave me an indication right there that 2 out of 3 were too far in this way. So I'm going to think about a couple of things to remedy that. It's going to be release point and my tempo. How fast I go on my take back here with my racket hand and my left hand, and when I release it. So if I release it just a little too late, it's going to arc back. If I release it too early, it'll go out. If I release it just right, then it usually goes into the right place. And you'll also notice that I didn't just stand here and toss, because it doesn't work that way, right? You can practice all day like this, and as soon as you put this side in, your body resets to what happens when your hit hand is in a certain place, your toss hand, it corresponds with it back to that old reset. So it doesn't really help you that much unless you're trying to change a few, how you're holding the ball, to just toss your arm. It's going to help you more to do the entire motion. Okay, so hopefully this gives you an idea of what we're doing here. Now, if I want to serve to the ad court, I've got a pretty different setup with my feet, and my ball toss is going to go, again, still out to the right of me because I'm right-handed. So I've got my ball toss, and I always do better on the ad court, and that's not coincidental. Righties usually have an easier time in the ad court and lefties in the deuce court, just because of where the ball toss is located in relationship to the box. We'll do that another time. So hopefully you can see from that little demo, even though you can't really see the circles, that this is a good way to repetitively practice what it feels like to get the ball tossed in the right place, and you get immediate feedback. You don't just toss the ball up and go, I wonder if that was in the right place. I wonder if that was in the right place. So this way you can actually see that it was.